Diary, hello, it is June the 11th, 2023. I'm sort of excited because I've just received my Amazon Echo Auto. This is a Generation 2 device. I'm particularly excited because I've read lots of documentation about this device. I've watched numerous YouTube videos and not a single one of them explains clearly how this device is going to operate. So as a last resort, I've actually had to buy one, and using my wonderful Amazon Prime membership, I can return it within 30 days. So I'm going to start with the unboxing and let's see how we get on with that. So again, this is the Generation 2 device. If you look up the YouTubes, you'll see they're dated sort of a few months ago and also a few years ago. So I understand there was a Generation 1 device a few years ago. This is Generation 2. Okay, the idea is you're going to add Alexa to your car, and as I unbox, we'll chat about why that might be useful. So, like I say, this is, oh, do I not need a knife after all? I think I just need to pull this tab. Go on then. What a mess I'm making of this. There we go, there's the tab, I'm pulling, yeah. Right, let's be professional, shall we? Come on, box, don't embarrass me. Okay, so what have we got inside? We've got some I'll get everything out and then we'll try and detangle everything and see what we've got. Okay, that's it. No hidden surprises. So we've got a power adapter that is definitely going to power the device. It's got USB type A. So I know that that's going to power the device, and I'll have a free USB-C charge slot, which I guess I could power my phone from. I've seen from the adverts that this device is in two parts. So there's the body of the device here, which is a tiny little device, and I'm going to be able to, once this is set up, again, I don't know quite how, I'm going to be able to talk to this device and issue Alexa commands through this device. There's some electronics here, so it's a little bit poorly designed in my opinion, because if you want to hide this blob, let's just undo this. Right, so already I can see an annoyance, which is that if it powers from this socket, and that's going to plug into your dashboard, there's going to be a big fat blob. This is going to be somewhere else, more convenient, so you can talk to it. But this will be better off, placed, let's say, behind the dash or down at the bottom of the dash. So you might need an extension cable to extend that, so that this blob is somewhere not seen. Anyway, that's what's in the box. We've got some manuals saying probably don't kill yourself with 5 volts. Important information. Yeah, that's the don't kill yourself with 5 volts. Bonjour guide. Okay, there's some. Right, so with this package that I ordered, does it come with an adhesive cover? It does. Good. So there's an optional bit that you can order, which is some sort of mount that would mount onto the air grill. But I seem to remember from one of the videos that this is a bit of double-sided sticking tape. So you stick this to some part of your car, then this is going to attach to the dash somehow, and then the unit is going to magnetically able to be attached or detached to this. So this is going to stay in your car, and this is going to be able to be attached and detached. Okay. And finally, we've got an audio jack. Now, a lot of cars don't have an aux-in jack, so this isn't actually going to be used and is going to be completely useless. So let's take it from the top. We've got the power adapter, which is going to power the device. It needs to talk, I hope, to my car stereo via Bluetooth, and it also needs to talk to my phone to get an internet connection. That's how I assume it's going to work. That is not mentioned by any explanatory video on the interweb right now. So that is the mystery that I'm about to solve, and in the next part of the video we shall be solving that mystery. Okay, Dario, we're in the car. We are on attempt number 4. We're setting up the Amazon Echo Auto version 2, and we've already made a Bluetooth connection between the phone and the car stereo. So if I was to just play something from the phone, it would come out of the car stereo. I'm not going to prove that, but that's how it's set up. Now, there's nothing configured on the Alexa app, but we need the Alexa app installed on the phone, which it is, because we use that a lot already for our smart home. We're now going to plug in the power of this device into the cigarette lighter here. And I know from the last 3 occasions it's gonna, a blue light's gonna come on, and then in multiple languages, which doesn't stop, it's gonna say
hello, hallo, bonjour, ciao, hola. Let's get rolling. When you can safely do so, go to your Alexa app and add a new device. Lass uns loslegen. Sobald du dies sicher tun kannst, öffne die Alexa-App und füge ein neues Gerät hinzu.
Starting the Alexa app.
Commençons. Lorsque vous pourrez le faire en toute sécurité, rendez-vous sur l'application Alexa et ajoutez
Okay, so it says Echo Auto found, agree and continue. Warning, do not set up Alexa Auto whilst driving. I'm not driving. So now the phone is looking for the Bluetooth connection of this Echo device. So it says select an accessory. It's got the ID, Bluetooth ID, that it knows it wants to search for, and it's used. This iPhone is now searching for this Bluetooth ID. Okay, it's just arrived. I'm going to click on it. It says connecting, just a moment. So it says press action button to confirm pairing. Pressing that button. Now it says mount your Echo. We're going to mount it later on the dashboard somewhere like here with the pad, sticky pad that they gave us. Pressing next. So now it says how do you play music in your car, and we've got the options of Bluetooth, which we do have, aux input, which we don't have, Apple CarPlay wired, we don't have, or Apple CarPlay wireless, which again we don't have. So I have to select Bluetooth and then next. So it says go to your phone's Bluetooth settings to connect your phone to your car stereo. Set your car stereo's input to Bluetooth so that it allows it. Continue. It says test the connection. Play a sound. What do you want to use your Echo for? Entertainment or communication or location or maps. I'm going to select entertainment. Customize your music providers. Well, I'm not sure that's relevant, because surely we've already set that on our on our phone itself, because we use Alexa already. So that's not relevant, I don't think. Next. All done. Use auto mode now. See what's playing and save time with easy touch shortcuts up to your favorite places, people and content. I'm going to say not now. Okay, so now I'm putting the phone down. So the phone's this phone has an internet connection, but not from this phone, but from my phone, which is actually shooting the video. And that would be the phone that we would normally have the internet connection. Here's the Amazon gadget, and we're now going to ask Alexa, play Radio 4.
Playing BBC Radio 4.
Woohoo!
BBC sounds.
Alexa, stop. So it's all working. So let's just recap how that works. So the phone is connected to internet access. In principle, it could be this phone via its SIM card could have an internet access directly. The radio here doesn't necessarily have to have and doesn't have any internet access. This phone is connected to the gadget via Bluetooth. It's also connected via Bluetooth to the car stereo. So I don't need to say the A word. I don't need to press a button. I can just say, Alexa, play Radio 3.
Playing BBC Radio 3.
BBC Sounds.
Alexa, stop. And so it all works. So it only remains to attach this in a nice place. Although, since I don't have to press the button, this doesn't have to be visible, I don't think. It could just be on the side. So I think it works. So I think we're going to test it out for the next week and see if it's a worthwhile addition. We use the A person to control our smart home, but in the car, which is a dumb car in the sense that it's a 12-year-old car, the only thing we're going to use this for is to converse, to start entertainment music, and ask the A lady for things. So yes, let's see if it's useful or not. Let's see what that bottom button does. Ah yes, the bottom button is the button I should have been pressing earlier, and that just, so I can say Alexa, 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 and nothing happens. That stops her listening. Okay, very good. And so to conclude, Diary, we have figured out how Alexa Echo Auto works. I'm going to use this very high resolution diagram to explain everything to everyone, and then you will all be the wiser. So we have installed the Echo Auto device into the car. It's powered from a USB socket. There's an electronics blob, and a second wire coming out of the electronics blob, which goes to a device with two buttons on it, which the first button is a button to summon Alexa and the second button is to mute. Now that isn't technically necessary because it's listening all the time, and if you just use the A word, Alexa word, it will summon Alexa. Now, how does it all work? Well, you will have previously used the Alexa app on your smartphone and made a connection which it can remember between your smartphone and the Echo Auto device. So when you come in the morning, assuming this is all left in the car, and this is your car stereo, you switch the ignition on. That switches on the power adapter to the USB socket. So as you put the ignition on, the USB is activated. This will boot up, and it will then try and contact your smartphone's Bluetooth. And all being well, your smartphone will have an internet connection, and at that point you are ready to go. The stereo is on, and the smartphone is expected to communicate, in our case, certainly a Bluetooth connection from the smartphone to the stereo. So you can say something like, Alexa, play Radio 4. For our international listeners, it's Alexa, play BBC Radio 4. That is listened to via this microphone. It talks via Bluetooth to here, and your phone supplies the internet connection, and then the output from the smartphone goes via Bluetooth to here. Now, you could dispense with all of this malarkey and just leave your Alexa app running on your smartphone, and that would have pretty much the same effect, in the sense that you could therefore leave your smartphone running and not need any of this gubbins. But it is slightly more convenient to have this gubbins connected. But there is one quite big disadvantage, which is that you may have multiple users of a car, and this device can only be registered to one smartphone. So we tried it initially with my partner's smartphone, and then we tried to attach it to my smartphone and it just didn't work. So it can only be attached to one smartphone. And to reset it, by the way, you press the mute button so it's muted, and then you press the Alexa button for 15 seconds and then you'll hear it say resetting. So using that mechanism, I reset it, and then on my smartphone I went through the same process, which was to power on the smartphone, add Alexa device, it scans it, it finds the Echo Auto, and then you can use that to configure. Now, I would say in our limited testing in the garage, it is quite useful. We use Alexa in the home to run our smart home. It's our voice interface to all things. Now, of course, we don't have any Alexa devices in the car, but we do often use Alexa to play the radio. And I anticipate that that is the biggest plus. So I think out of all of this comes the fact that having this device in the car, admittedly it's going to be probably configured to only one person's smartphone, because that's a limitation. We come in the car, we switch on the stereo, the Alexa Echo Auto automatically connects to one person's smartphone, and then without pressing any of these buttons we can just say Alexa and then give it a command. We're often checking the weather, we're often playing the radio, and we're often asking Alexa questions, although we realise it isn't anywhere near as accurate as using the Google Assistant. So Alexa very often gets things wrong, or just says it doesn't know. So that's it. That is Alexa Echo Auto. It's available for a bargain price right now. And let me just show the box so you can make sure you don't get sold an old one. So this is the box for the new Echo Auto, and it's the second generation one. In the UK it's £60, but at the moment it's the Amazon Prime Day. It's available for £30. So at that price I think it's worth a punt. And if it doesn't work out longer term outside of your Alexa return window, which is 30 days, you can always just sell it on eBay. Okay, Dari, I hope that explains it. It's finally explained how to connect the Amazon Echo Auto into your car, how it works. It's via your smartphone's internet connection, talking Bluetooth to the car stereo. In our case, there are other options, but that would be the easiest option for most people, and via Bluetooth to the device. Thank you for watching.